Jake Arrieta starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Digging in, Javier Baez. He will lead this one off today. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, Manny, we're taking a look at a team right here, Dero. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Almora with an even count, 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Chris Bryant is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bryant is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first, no score. Jose Quintana, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. First shot for him here, and with the season winding down, he's closing in on a league batting title. First offering on its way. Popped him up. In there, a base hit. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
And he's got a chance to collect some serious hardware, individually and team-wise. If everything goes according to plan and he finishes...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Phillies strand one, still no score. Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
The 1-2. Line drive to left. Hoskins is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Striding into the box, Wilson Contreras. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Here's Carlos Santana now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Stepping in, Maikel Franco, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Happ going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Sent on the ground out to second. There's one on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base. and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Standing in, Jorge Alfaro. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. From the stretch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Well, the rain's starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Hard liner to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One left for Philadelphia. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Addison Russell. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1. Scorched to third. Bronco fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8. The pitcher number 62, Jose Quintana.
Stepping into the box, Jose Quintana. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
A swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Digging in, Jason Hayward. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jake Arrieta.
Pitcher, Jake Arrieta.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And with one away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings, and you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand for this point in the season. Digging in for his second at-bat, Odubel Herrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. On the ground is second for Baez. He's right there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Stepping up now, Nick Williams. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first, a 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Striding in once again, Javier Baez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game. One of the keys to good pitching is attacking early in the count. That's 2 pitches, 2 swings, and an 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes right after him and tries to bury him here on the 3rd pitch.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the 2 top speeds thus far. You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see two different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
Behind 0-2 now. Struck him out.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Funko has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. On to the into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. He reached on a single in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Behind 0-2 now. Swinging a soft liner. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 0-1 the count.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
0-1, here it comes. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Ready with the 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Santana.
So now Carlos Santana, as he grounds one briskly to short. Russell has it. A bare hand for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Into the box now, Michael Franco. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Rizzo is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Phillies strand. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Sliders in for a strike. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Anthony Rizzo goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Here's a strike.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks some offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Happ at second, Russell at first, 2 out in the inning. Cubs pitcher at the plate trailing with a 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Cubs strand a couple. Halfway home, still no score. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The shortstop, J.P.
Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
So striding forward now, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Hayward on the run. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The pitcher, number 49, Jake
Digging in,
Arrieta.
Jake Arrieta comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball out toward left center field. Almora calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Odubel Herrera, no hits to this point. First pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Happ sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. Stepping up to the plate, Jason Hayward. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's the first pitch to him. Smoke toward third. And this will get through into left for a leadoff hit.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets him going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Here's Javier Baez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider's still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Javier Baez becomes the first out of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Called strike, 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
He's set. Here it comes. Breaking ball in for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the...
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Up next will be Nick Williams. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Right fielder,
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Soft liner towards short. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And case in point why he's one of the best bats in the business as he's aboard for the 3rd time today.
He has had so many multi-hit games this year. Why are we surprised he mixed in another 3-hit performance? I expect this guy to finish strong and fight for the batting title up until his last at bat.
Stepping in now, Rhys Hoskins. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And this one is gone, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 39 on the season for him. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and he's going to make a change as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Shea Simmons takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 59, Shea Simmons.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. Oye como va, That's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. One shy of the magic number now. 49 home runs thus far as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
In now, Michael Franco. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. 1 out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Now to the plate, J.P. Crawford. A hit in 2 tries so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Giving chase is Almora. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Digging in once again, Jorge Alfaro. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics.
Pitcher, number
First pitch
49.
fastball, middle in. He's able to
Hey,
drive that for a
Arrieta.
nice swing.
Into the box, Jake Arrieta, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Now a swing and a little flare out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. And they'll tack on 1 more as this is now a 5-0 game.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And a relay home. And it's not in time. He's safe. As they also score a pair of runs on the play.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. The relay. Now he's safe at third as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting.
And he's now secured his 4th knock of the day. Even for him, this has been a great performance at the plate.
Warning, warning, somebody wants a batting title. People better wake up. Guys around him, they're going to check the box score and start to panic a little bit. A 4-knock game is pretty special.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's got 2 hits on the day, and in the heat of the race for the batting title, that's exactly the kind of line he wants to have.
But you see the look in this guy's eye when he comes to the plate. 2 hits.
Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate, make it 9-0. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Here's Carlos Santana now. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
That was a pretty good pitch, too, man. That last AB when he went deep, that was a fastball that was in and off the plate. So that tells me this guy likes the ball.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his 2nd of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Oh, man, it's so rare to see a guy put up 50 dingers in a season, especially in recent years. Well, he just did. It's been incredible to watch. What a season.
Third baseman, number 7.
Stepping in now, Michael Franco. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Russell's got it. And it's in time at first. And hallelujah. The side. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Missed with a slider.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4. Standing in, Wilson Contreras. He got called out on strikes his last time through. No balls and 1 strike. Rizzo aboard here at first with nobody out. Ground ball left side. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2 ball.
Pat Neshek will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. No balls and a strike to count. Boy, right down the middle for strike 2. Neshek, originally from the Badger state of Wisconsin. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments. And you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
In there for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Russell behind 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Mike Montgomery will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ben Zobrist is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run off the bat of J.P. Crawford, number 14 on the season, as this lead got even wider. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, pitcher, Pat Neshek.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Pat Neshek. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. First pitch on its way. Check swing here, and they'll appeal it down to first, but Carl Dixon's right on it. He went around, so that's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
In now, Odubel Herrera. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Almora ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning comes. Here's Ben Zobrist now. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. He's 0 for 4.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
At the plate, Jason Hayward, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. And that's taken for strike 1. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Looking up is Herrera. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A solo home run there for Javi Baez. Home run number 16 for him on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Phillies 12 and the Cubs 1. Striding in, Nick Williams. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest.
Right fielder, Nick Williams.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage to it. It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. Cue shot here out towards short. A dive by Zobrist, but it's past his outstretched glove, a base hit. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll reach for 1 and come up empty for the first strike. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. To second for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So now Carlos Santana.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia, but don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. Here's Chris Bryant now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Line drive to center field. Pereira patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. He's gone 3 for 6. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Pereira is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The catcher, number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike now. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Line towards center field, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So the top of the 9th keeps a rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within.
Throw on to first, he'll take care of him, and the Phillies have finished off a 3-game sweep here on home soil as this one is over.
Well, the discussion around this game is real easy. It goes back to that big 6th inning when they put everything together. They really broke.